Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. I want to talk about this because I saw this in one of the comments right here. One of the guys put a comment, fantastic comment, JD1459, and I kind of want to talk about it. Tomorrow should be election days. You know, today I'm recording this video and it's Monday. Hopefully I release it on time. But again, I want to show you this. I want to talk about this because this is something that can potentially happen. And again, you know, the Democrats have refused to answer some of these comments. They have refused to answer if this is a strategy they want to. And in fact, the AOC girl, the whatever her name is, AOC, she actually tweeted out saying that, you know, it's time to play hardball, something like that. And this is something that they were thinking about doing, right? So before I get into that, you gotta understand that this is serious stuff that could potentially come down the pipe if the Democrats take control of the House, they control all the country, right? Let me play a couple things that I want to mention before I continue. Obviously, if you want to be a patron, big shout out to my patrons. You guys are fantastic. Love you guys. You guys are just great. Thank you for the support. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you share the videos. Share the videos is one of the most important things you could do here. Help me spread the message. And again, stay tuned because we got tons of videos coming up. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. Let me bring back my face right here. If you guys don't know, you probably know, the president has put couple Supreme Justices in control, right, in positions, and it has been fantastic because I'm going to tell you what, the fact that they are there, that means that we have people that are conservative, people that love the Constitution. And the thing about this is that a lot of times these people want to pass their agendas, and a lot of times these people get harassed for the belief and all that, and obviously everybody's going to be biased in some kind of way. But these justices, in my opinion, are placed there to make sure that the Constitution of the United States is being followed, right? Not so much opinions, more like the Constitution of the United States is being followed. For example, the Second Amendment, you have the right to bear arms. There. We see these people getting into, well, maybe they meant this, or maybe they meant that, or maybe they meant that they could do this. No, you have the right to own a gun to protect yourself. And as it comes from the Second Amendment, obviously, it's primarily to protect yourself from the government. So the government know that we, the people, have control. That's why we have guns, right? Obviously, you could defend yourself from multiple attackers and things like that. That's great. But a lot of times, they want to put these justices in place that are going to favor them in some kind of way. And I get it that it happens. You know, some guys lean more to the right, some guys lean more to the left and things like that. But remember, these people are supposed to be there to look at the Constitution of the United States and be like, yeah, this case is constitutional. You know, again, it's not violating any part of the Constitution, if you want to put it that way. So let me share my screen here real quick and let me show you a reply. I thought it was an excellent reply from JD1459. He says, Democrats will make the firearms illegal for civilian ownership. This is a true statement. This is as true as you can go, right? The Democrats want to take your guns. They have said it multiple times. So many times that it's just ridiculous. We lost count of how many times they have talked about this. You know, they have tried to take our guns by limiting how many we could buy, by limiting accessories such as triggers, stocks. They have tried to change the definition of some firearms so to say, oh well, this is not just a regular rifle, this is now an NFA item, because they want to change the definition of that firearm, right? They have attacked credit cards or the way that we purchase the gun. They have attacked everything. They continue to attack our gun rights. They have made it difficult by implementing so much paperwork that is ridiculous. You're already a law-abiding citizen, but now I have to prove you, to continue to prove you that I'm not a criminal. How many times do you want me to prove you? It doesn't make sense, right? So we know the Democrats want to do this. So this comment right here, brother, I'm in agreeing. They want to make firearms illegal for civilian ownership. So then they are the only one with guns, and then they could truly control us. They are already trying to control us by giving us everything for free, which if you don't realize this is a strategy that communists do and all that, to give us stuff for free. So we are dependent on the government. We are dependent on the government. So again, we don't want to be dependent from the government. We want to be our own independence. We want to be able to work. We want to be able to provide for our family, and we want to be able to do things that we do, right? So again, it's pretty ridiculous when you see some of these people. So they want us to be dependent on them by giving us free things, and now they want to take our guns. They've been saying that a lot. And now you see here the comments that kind of, push me to do this video, and they stock the U.S. Supreme Court with leftist judges. So again, AOC just talked about it. I wish I would have put her tweet over here. I don't have her tweet right now, but she was just talking about that. And essentially what it means is that if you stock the court, essentially you want to make that power lean more to the left. So let's think about this. We talk about this or a comment like that, and you may think, well, that's not necessarily true. Well, Biden being asked that question, are you planning to do this? He refused to answer that question. Kamala Harris, I believe she refused to answer that question again. So we have a very important question. We have people running to be the president of the United States. There is a question being asked to the nomination of the Democrats, and he says, I'm not answering that. I'm going to answer it after elections. Whoa. That doesn't make any sense. You are campaigning. The reason why you're campaigning and we're asking questions is because we want to know your policies. We want to know where you stand. We want to know what you do. We want to know what you believe, right? Not after. After, it doesn't help me if I want to make a decision. If I want to decide who am I going to vote for, and you tell me, I tell you after, well, that's not good. I want to know before so I can make a decision. Why are they saying after? Because that is a plan that they're doing. Why? Because now, as it stands, the court is leaning more conservative. And they are that's not good. Why is that not good? Because they want to pass their anti-America and anti-God and anti-country laws. They want to continue to push abortion. They don't want to have conservative judges in there. They want to continue to push those abortions because God knows why. I don't understand their obsession with abortions. I don't get it. It's disgusting. But they like to push it. Right? Maybe because they're getting a lot of money. There's a reason why they're becoming rich. Or they are rich, right? They must be getting money from somewhere. They want to continue to have control. So they're going to push the anti-Second Amendment laws. And God knows how many more laws. So if you have conservative judges in there, judges that love and look at the Constitution the way that it's supposed to be, those judges are going to be like, whoa, no, the Constitution is clear. You have the right to bear arms. That's not good for them. So what does it mean? They want to stock it. They want to put more people in there. So if you have 9 judges right now, and however many we have, and it's leaning one side, obviously, if you put more judges here, you kind of like bring it to the other side, right? So they want to stock it. And they have spoke about this. This is dangerous to our country. This is dangerous to our country. Because again, I'm going to tell you this. You're voting tomorrow. You better inform yourself. I'm not telling you who to vote for. Inform yourself or their values. And if you have any values, make sure that your values agree with those values. A lot of people say all the time, you know what? I'm a Democrat. I've been a Democrat all my life. Make sure that the values that they're representing and talking about it right now represent you. If you're a Republican, I'm a Republican right now. Make sure those values represent you. Because I'm going to tell you, it's pretty scary. Some of the values, I'd be willing to tell you that some of the things that you think it represent you, it does not represent you no more. So you may want to check into that, right? Things like this. They want to stock the court. They have spoke about it and they have thrown signals out there because why? Because they want to have more radical and left judges so they could pass their ridiculous law, and then no one's going to challenge. If they own the house and they pass a law, and in the Supreme Justice, the Supreme Court, they're going to be willing to say, yeah, that's Constitution. they get it their way. But if you have judges that are more conservatives, they're going to be like, you know what? It may take a couple years for that law to make it there, but they may be like, no, man, that violates our Constitution. The Supreme Court is such an important court for the future of our country. Be involved. Let me know what you think. Put comments down below. And as always, God is in control.